G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to War Thunder with Mags, and welcome aboard the F-86F-2 Sabre. So, it's been a while since I've flown out any top-level jets, well, unless you count the MiG-15, which I've bought out a couple of times, but that's really been it. I haven't been putting them on channel because I haven't had any interesting matches in them at all. But with all the recent battle rated changes, I decided it was time that I bought the F2 back out, had a look to see exactly how bad things actually are. And to show them off for those who actually haven't seen what the lineups look like these days. So let's have a look right here. Now this is a live comms match again, obviously. I said I'll be doing a few more of these, and after the success of the last one, I will be continuing on. And look at our lineup. We have an F-80C, a C-Meteor, another F-86F, so that's okay. We've got a Vampire, another F-86F taking off. That's our lineup. And we've got an F-2H Banshee as well. Yeah. And actual Meteor Mark III. This is an F-86F-2. This is the top jet available for the US. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 aircraft on our team that I would consider to be worthy of this tier. So far, fourth plane is just entering now. I can't actually see what it is. I'm going to head out over the water, try and get some airspeed up, just getting a little bit of altitude to start with, and winding the engines up as much as I can before I pull the plane sharply vertical and go for altitude. 660, 670, need more airspeed. What have we got here? And the joiner is in a Meteor Mark IV. That's passable. That's 41F, I think that's the long wing. I always miss the designations for the long wing and the short wing up, but I think it's the long wing. Oh, come on. Incidentally, if this was real-life matchmaking, the F4 would be not appropriate at all. Even the F8 would struggle in these conditions, but in War Thunder, the Meteors do slightly better than they should, especially the Mark IV and the Mark VIII, at least better than they did in real life, so that's why I say passable. I don't necessarily agree they should be here. A mid-tier would be better, of course. Anyways, we hit 900, so we're now burst climbing to altitude. 8,000 feet, 9,000 feet, 10. If our speed holds out, I'll take it to 12 and then go for more airspeed again. Actually, no, let's go for 13. We're holding out rather nice. Let's go for 13. Drop the nose again. And we go for more airspeed. Now I'm going to cut out over this ocean as much as we can. Now we did have a target off to the right, so I might actually bank it back around and head back in towards our forces. They're going to need us. One of our F-86s dead on the ground, and there we go. First MiG-15 biz. German MiG-15, a CL-13A, so there's 2 top-level aircraft already. For a bit more, I'm not going to catch that. MiG-15 is wired on altitude at the moment, so we'll bank off to the right, head back towards our own runway while we're building up speed. And the MiG-15 is trying to close distance. Alright, we need more airspeed than this. CL-13, 8 kilometers out, 15. Yeah, the MiG-15 is definitely going for me. I'm the only aircraft out here that he could be possibly looking to engage. So we go high, take the altitude, and push out over 16, and then I'll reverse. He's changed course to that Meteor. Reverse, and go for the dive. CL's just burnt all its energy in that turn. He's the target. Come on, Meteors, bank. Air brakes. Air brakes off so I can follow the bank of the Sabre and close distance. Almost blacking out there. Hit. Not enough to take him out though. That critical in though. That should have been enough. It's not. Another hit. die. I don't want to waste any more ammo on you. Fine, I will. 84 and 81. Somebody just broke something off then, I heard it break. Hold speed, the MiG-15 shouldn't be able to catch us at this point. 2 Horton 229s in the valley. Alright. This is going to kill a lot of energy, but will kill a lot of airspeed, but I think I'm in a good enough place to be able to do this. Pick the plane straight vertical, and we roll it over on its back. That MiG-15's down. And we got another CL-13. So nose down, we need airspeed. Banking underneath him, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? It's passing directly over the top of us, doesn't appear to be turning back. Punching up past 600 kilometers an hour. CL is making its turn. F-80's going for him. Turn in hard, roll it out. CL shouldn't have been able to follow that turn. Damn it, lost control. Too much G, that's alright. Nope, CL couldn't follow the turn. Complete the loop out at under 400 so we don't over G again, and level back out for airspeed. And it looks like the rest of the team spotted the 2 Horton 229s and the IL-28, and they are swarming in. What the hell is the rest of the enemy team flying? I've only seen the MiG and the last CL. And I lost the Sabre then. There he is. I hate head-ons, you know I hate head-ons, but at this point, critical hit. Damage to the right wing. I'm not going to turn back on him. I took a slight tink myself, but it was only 50 caliber fire, and it sounded like only 1 or 2 rounds, not enough to critical anything in the aircraft. Bank high and right. Just that little burst was 40 rounds of ammunition. Now, is he going to try and climb to us? He actually is, so now we'll reverse. And this should give us the airspeed we need to catch him, and puts me at their 6. I'm hoping that damage was enough to kill his airspeed line up. He's diving back over. Where's he going? What's he doing? And I lost control again. This is with a G-suit on a expert upgraded plane, by the way. This is how bad G-lock actually affects jet pilots. Now he's down here. Where did he go? There he is. Again, take altitude. Bank over. Holding 9G. Still down there, and aircraft destroyed, so he lost it into the water. So all that maneuvering was to keep myself in front of him. I wasn't going to dive directly in. It could potentially put me in a very dangerous situation, so best bet is to not put yourself in that situation. Just hold altitude above the target, continue to lurk around. It's not a major issue. You've got all the time in the world for your enemy to make a mistake, then drop in on their 6. Poor MiG-9. Now there's a plane that shouldn't be here either. He does look like he's going to have a crack at me, but... well, he did look like he was going to have a crack at me. And we've got a Horton 229 over there in the distance, 27 kilometers away. It looks like he is farming... looks like he's farming the AI spotters. So we'll head over that way next. And he looks like he's the last plane on the team as well. So we'll re-burst out to altitude. The rest of the team should have been able to spot him at this point, but we want to neutralise the altitude gap with him so we can get as much airspeed as we possibly can. 650, 640. I don't want to drop below 600 on this climb, so we're going to start levelling out now. He's still slightly ahead of us, but I can afford to burst once I'm there. It's a Horton 229. Now, I've only got just over 120 rounds between the two guns, or between the two sets of guns, rather. The F2 Sabre's guns, there's 4 20mm cannons that are divided into 2 groups. So you get ammunition for 2 sets of guns. You can fire them individually if you choose. I choose to fire them together. It does make me less efficient on ammunition, but it gives me a hell of a lot more stopping power when I actually connect with the target. Now with a Horton 229, I should only have to hit him once. 1 round from one of these things should be enough to split his entire plane to shrapnel. The question is whether or not me or F4F Wildcat is actually going to make it there first. And looks like neither of us will. Is that an AI F-25? Got him? Well, that was a strange end to the battle. There's a whole... or is that planes or is that debris over there? We'll close the distance and find out exactly what the hell these are. I know those are parachutes. Those are parachutes from the AI who was shooting down. So, what the hell got him? Alright, ladies and gents, so just a short battle there. Results come in, second place for the team with 2 kills, 2 CL-13s. Now, I actually worked out what happened with that F-25 at the end of the battle. One of the F-25s on our team had no kills before the battle ended, and now he has 1 kill in the results screen. It looks like what happened is an F-25 actually damaged that Horton before it got out to play with the AI in the distance. After it was damaged, he bailed out, and for some reason the kill feed only displayed the aircraft that shot him down, rather than actually displaying the player's name. So, 50,470 Silver Lions. We came in with 3,778 research points, and I was in for a nasty surprise when I got out here. Apparently I don't have the G-suit on this plane. Now I know I actually did have the G-suit on this plane in the past. In fact, I had this plane spaded. At some point in time it looks like the G-suit's been removed, and I've actually been regrinding it without realising it. So ignore what I said in the video about the G-suit. This is just an expert plane, no G-suit installed, but that's still suffering a lot of G-force effects. I do not like the new G-lock mechanic. So, what about the match itself? Well, the long run here is... it was an okay match. In the end, both teams had around about the same number of high-level aircraft and around about the same number of low-level aircraft. However, you will notice that most of the high-level aircraft on my team were able to engage low-level aircraft, whereas the high-level aircraft on the Soviet-German team were eliminated relatively early on in the match. In the end, the low-level aircraft had very little influence on the outcome of the battle. They fought amongst themselves until one team's high-level aircraft got an advantage over the other and could afford to send some of their planes over to mop up what was left. Now that doesn't mean that low-level aircraft can't perform well in this environment. In fact, you saw it in this battle. Raptor X, first place for the team, was flying a Vampire, took down a number of Hortons over in that valley that I spotted earlier on in the match before I started engaging the CLs. However, if the Sabres on my team and myself had not been able to get the MiG-15s and the CLs under control, in fact if the MiG-15s and CLs had taken us out, the situation would have been reversed and the MiG-15s and the CLs would have swept through and Raptor would have been first place on a losing team as the CLs and the MiG-15s destroyed his aircraft. This is where the problem comes into play of having low-level and high-level aircraft in a mix. It's not that they can't get kills when they're playing amongst themselves, but it's they have no power in the match itself. If their team's high-level aircraft are winning, they're winning. If their team's high-level aircraft are losing, they're losing. The chances of a low-level aircraft turning it around once the high-level aircraft on a team have been eliminated and you are facing the top planes on the enemy team coming in a massive swarm to clean out low-level jets that are fighting amongst themselves, it can happen. Yeah, anything can happen if somebody makes a mistake or if somebody just shoots at the right time. But for the most part, I think most people who actually fly those low-level jets will agree, it doesn't. Anyways, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Click like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. fly smart, fly safe, and I'll catch you in the skies.